All right, welcome into the Creative Juice. We are here, we are live. I have so much stuff to share with y'all today. We have some things to go over. We're going to do some creative stuff. I have some new games that I have been making. It's going to be fun. Now, I don't know. They're in works, okay? So take it easy on me if you want to give me some critiquing on my games that I created to help us all get creative in the live stream. They're all in the works and they're brand new, and it's just something that I've been wanting to do to help us get more ideas in the live stream, get us a chance to create together and just kind of bounce ideas off each other, because I do have a ton of magazine clippings and we're going to continue to do that, where I pull them up and set them here and then ask you how you would use it in the collage. We'll flip through some magazines as well.
Thank you, Beckham said.
Here comes Biggie.
Games, let's go.
Yeah, they should be fun. Now they're you know, they're in the works. Okay, I'm just figuring them out, and they'll be pretty cool. So I mean, eventually, well, they'll take some time, but I have a couple more that I'm still working on, and I'll make some new ones here in the future. But it should be fun for us to all like bounce ideas off of each other, because I only have so many clippings here, and well, I have tons of clippings. I just got to figure them all out and get organized, and it's something that I'm trying to do. That should be my New Year's resolution, is get stuff together, which I've already been doing ahead of time. But then I run across things like this, and I just mentioned it to Lexi actually earlier in a message, that I went over to the thrift store. This ain't even all of them, but I went up to the thrift store where I usually get cheap magazines, and they just had a ton of extra ones. Someone just dropped them off, and for some reason this like thrift store, whatever you want to call it, secondhand store, community store, I don't know exactly what you'd call it, but someone donates like brand new magazines there, so they must not sell them in the store, and then they donate them to this place, and the place sells them for like 50 cents. But they had a ton boxes just sitting outside, so somebody dumped a bunch outside, and I got first dibs on them all, and then I took them inside and still paid them 50 cents a piece, which then they gave me a Christmas deal or something. They said, oh, since it's the holidays, you get this discount. I'm like, they're already 50 cents a piece, but got a bunch more. I thought this one was going to be really cool, so I got multiple of them, but the pictures are kind of small and not really as awesome as I thought from seeing this cover and seeing these in the past. This is the best inventions of 2025. There's some stuff in here still. Let's take a look, you know, but it does have like different inventions that happened this year. I have one that's older and it was really cool. This one, I mean, there's still some cool pictures in here. There's still some cool inventions. Maybe I'll save this for a different video and we can go through and look back at the inventions. Was it good? Was it bad? I don't know what this guy's got a sleep meter on his head. I worry about things like that, of like, what kind of signal is that sending to your brain? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be sitting around with like Bluetooth headphones in my head or something strapped around my head. I just, you know, let someone else test that, and then maybe I'll try it. So we'll flip through that one later. Maybe in a different stream, but I was just going to show you these real quick because I have so many to go through, so many things to go through, and I want to show you all the games that I created. This looks cool. 100 places that'll change your life, and I just know that there's going to be some beautiful pictures in here. So when I can find some Nat Geos like this, where they're like special editions, then I'll definitely pick them up and see what, you know, what's inside.
Lexicam Seagrath said, it seems like you can pull out some futuristic looking stuff out of there if you're into that.
Yeah, for sure. And there is some crazy some crazy stuff, and then you could take it a different route, and we'll keep that in mind too when I show you guys these games, guys and gals. Oh, they had some dog sleds. Oh, they had the dog sleds. Oh, right there. Have you ever been on a dog sled? I don't know, you know, where you live at, but when I was younger, I really had a thing for dog sleds. I even had a husky. Man, those huskies get hair everywhere. But I lived in Spokane, so every time it would snow in the wintertime, I'd hook him up to a sled and he'd pull us around. When I was younger, I had a chance to go up to Alaska and go to where the Iditarod starts. I don't know if you know about the Iditarod, but it's like a really big dog sled race up in Alaska and Canada. It's really cool, but it starts in Anchorage, Alaska. Dog sleds are awesome. They're really fun. If you ever get a chance to go on a dog sled, definitely do it. Usually if you go up to the mountain around your area, they'll have some ones that you can jump on and, you know, pay to take a ride with the dogs. Looks like some really cool pictures inside here. So we're definitely going to dive into that. We got a golf one. This one's funny. If you want to like make some golf people doing weird stances or something, like all of these are like how, you know, they're trying to get their golf swing better or whatever, but there's just some funny poses, I guess. So if you're looking for that funny pose, I have a whole box of yoga magazines we have yet to go through or even do anything with, but you can always find funny poses inside the yoga magazines, as well as like some stuff like the tea, where I thought I just saw something with some tea. You'll see like cool teacups or different things. This is a mindfulness one, so it's a little different than the yoga magazines I have. I got another Southern Living. I already have a subscription to Southern Living. I haven't received any of those magazines in the mail. I got it for $6 for a year. So we'll see if they actually come or if they rip me off for $6. We'll see. But this one's from September 2025. Very beautiful. I love these Southern Living magazines just because, they are still kind of, I don't know. They're not the best, but they do have some interesting pictures, and I do like home decor and stuff like that. And they got food and stuff in there. We got the People's Yearbook, and you can see the cover there with all the events, I guess, big events that I do not keep up with, but they're in here. We got the People's Yearbook. We'll flip through these on another live stream when I don't have a million things to show you, but here's another a year review type one from the Times. This one's awesome. Food and Wine. I do have a new subscription to Food and Wine as well. I think that costed me like $6 or $12 or something, but this one was not from that. This is one of the ones that I found, and I actually have multiple of those. Cowboys and Indians. I got the Cowboys and Indians. I have a whole bunch of these magazines that are more throwback-ish from early 2000s. Gonna go through and make some collages out of those. Love them. Got a couple Chiefs in here. I can relate to the Chiefs in here. I'm kind of both. I'm kind of both a cowboy and an Indian, believe it or not. It's got Halloween. Could have used this about a month ago. So I'll save this. I'll put this in a file and then keep it. And these, I don't know if you've seen these, very beautiful magazines. I have a few in this one. I was just flipping through because I have two of them, and I was just flipping through it and saw something beautiful. Let's see if I can find it.
Becky Bocone said, Billy Bob Thornton smiled at me.
Yeah, he's there. Look at him. I don't know. He looks so different just because maybe he's like dyeing his hair there, facial hair. I don't know if I can find the picture. Maybe I shouldn't show it to you anyway because I don't want to spoil that collage, but I saw a cool piece that I want to collage with in there. So those are really cool. Just wanted to share that with y'all. Now, let me show you. I'm going to just set that to the side there. Let me show you a few things that I'm working on to get the streams better. First, I'll go like this. This is what I was thinking. This is kind of like a development one where we're just kind of looking at the things and kind of seeing how we can make things better. We're going to test out some glue here in a minute. So
Becky Bocone
let's see.
Said, no, in real life, he smiled at me.
Oh, okay. In real life. Did you go to like one of his shows or something, or how did that happen? Let us all know where you saw him in person. So here, I have that set to the side, and I will do the same thing where we ask, how would you use this in a collage? Look, it's a fish bike. It's a fish bike. So that's interesting. I have these clippings. There's some cheese up here, some different things. This one's weird. So we'll just have to see. I'll get pictures over here. So we'll be doing that. I can say this one, first random thing that comes to your mind. And then this one's one word to describe this image. So just for that game, that's kind of what I'm thinking for that game. We'll come back to that in a minute. So that's just the one that we've been using, and I think it's fun and interesting. But I have been creating some other things because I want to continuously develop these live streams and make them better. We'll mess with them in a minute. Let's see if Becky replies to that, and then I will show you the app here. I'm also gonna do some test gluing, so we'll wait here for a second, see if Becky tells us when that happened, how that happened. We got to deal with the delay, so I need to take it slower because the delay on my end, she probably commented 2 minutes ago, but we got to wait for it. Check this dude out. It's gonna read
Becky
that.
Bocone said, his band was playing in my small town. He was out back by his bus and he saw me drive by looking at him and taking a picture. And he smiled a really genuine smile.
That's awesome. That's super cool to go over and see celebrities like that. I mean, I live up in the Northwest, so we don't see them that often unless we went to the shows or something like that. And like you're saying, in a small town, you don't get to see them as often. I have a friend who lives down in Los Angeles, and she she works in like television shows, and she sees them all the time, and she's always telling me about the stuff that she works on. And here's a funny story. She kept trying to get me on. She was working on the show Naked and Afraid, and she's like, I can get you on. And I'm like, no, I'm not going on. You just want to see me naked and afraid. I'm not going on the show. She kept trying to get me on there. I wasn't about to do that. I could do some survival stuff, but I'm not going on the show. What do I look like? This guy? This guy's crazy. I found him. He's vintage. He's cool. We're going to work on some glue in here in a second. Let's see where that board is at.
Becky Bocone said, it's nice to know that famous people are nice. Most celebs I have met are not nice.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them aren't. I think some of them are disconnected from reality sometimes, so that can be the tricky part with that. But some come from small towns as well. So those ones, I think, as long as they can keep that.
Said, that's hilarious, Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, that was a funny thing. She kept trying to push. It was kind of funny how she kept trying to push me to be part of that TV show, and I wasn't about to do that. But so I have these. I already cut them out. I just already did some cutting, so I thought that would be, just so we could do some glue tests, which we'll talk about the glue test here in a minute. Let me show you my first game that I created, and please keep in mind, it is brand new. It is not fully functional. And I'll show you a couple things. We'll flip through them, and then we'll come back and try it just to see how it works for the first part. And then I'm going to go around and mess with them later today and just look at it. So now how we have the screen, we talked about how we'll pull up pieces of collage paper here.
Said, Vanilla Ice thought my friend was cuter than I was.
Ice Baby, that's funny. He's a funny guy. Have you ever seen his show where he like renovates houses? I don't know why. I binge watched like 2 or 3 seasons of that one time. It's funny. I like home decor. I like renovations and design. I work in real estate right now, so it's kind of interesting. It's very slow right now. I'm doing very slow. Hopefully things pick up a little bit so I can pay my bills and stuff. But yeah, he's pretty funny, dude. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull those up. We'll do those in our live streams, and I'll have some more pictures and fun things like that. But I'll also pull this up. Where is it? Check this out. I made this thing. This is the theme machine. It's a concept composer, right? And so this is what it does. I created this little thing, and it's kind of like a little app or something. And if I click generate theme, you can already see one here. If I click generate theme, it should generate a new one. I'm gonna go like this. I see Lexi's gonna comment here. We'll give it a second for that to read, because I like that, how it reads.
Lexic MC Grath said, I was just talking about that show to a friend. He thought I was joking about its existence.
No, it's a cool show, actually. It's kind of funny, and it's fun to watch. I don't know. They're kind of goofy, but they are designing some cool houses and renovating them to see how it's done is pretty cool, and it's still entertaining. Okay, so check it out. I hit generate. It generated a new theme. If I hit read...
Evidence of the invisible.
So the thing is the evidence of the invisible. It picked that, right? And what we would comment is something like this.
Respond using all 4 creative points.
Right? So you would use all points in your response. It'd be something like this.
When you interpret this theme in your collage,
it's going to read out
idea
loud.
Using these 4 elements.
Let's see what happens.
Becky Bocone said, Lexi, did you watch Pee-wee's Playhouse yet?
So that's what I wanted to see. I'm glad that comment came in, because it shows it'll cut off
where
this.
The eye is drawn first.
So that one goes into that.
Objects, shapes, or patterns that carry meaning.
So what I can do is I can mute the chat or do different things like that so it doesn't clash with things. So we're going to figure things out. But really, I'm just showing you how this would work here.
Lexic MC Grath said, Becky Bocone, not yet. I'm still coming to terms with my new identity as someone who likes Bluey. I got to work up to Pee-wee.
I need to get in, be a fly on the wall for this. So check it out. So if you listen to this.
When you interpret this theme in your collage, describe your idea using these 4 elements. Subject, what we are looking at. Tone, the emotional atmosphere. Focal point. Where the eye is drawn first. Symbols, objects, shapes, or patterns that carry meaning.
So that's just kind of how this would work. If we generate a theme, then we would comment how we would use it in a collage, and you could use things like that. Is Okay, it's gonna read that. So subject, what you're looking at, the tone.
Becky Bocone said, totally understandable.
Yeah. So I want to jump into that. And so what I can do is mute the talking out loud if I want to. It's not something I need to do yet, but just something to do. So like read this out loud.
Evidence of the invisible.
So the idea is the evidence of the invisible is we would say, how would we interpret that collage? You know, like how would you collage with it? And so people can comment and say, you know, what they would do. Let me generate a new one. Let me see. Oh, Sterling's here. That's cool. It's gonna go. Let me see if I got this
Sterling
one.
Gold 66 said, hello, everyone.
So I could just read this out loud.
Evidence of the invisible.
I could generate a new one, which would be a new idea.
Ghosts made of feelings.
Ghosts made of feelings. What do you think of and how would you collage with ghosts made of feelings? Now I got another one that prompts you a little bit more.
Lexic MC Graph said, hi Sterling.
I'm gonna grab some things while you guys think about that. So we'll think, can you think of ghosts made of feelings? How would that, what would you see with that? And how would you make a collage with that? What do you see if you just had all the papers in the world and you could just grab it out of the sky and make a collage that is?
Ghosts made of feelings.
Ghosts made of feelings. Let me grab some stuff here while I'm thinking of that. I had this girl fully cut out here. I was thinking about pink, so we'll talk about this here in a minute. Let me grab this. So this one's a little tougher because people have to be creative. You know, like there's not enough prompting to help, maybe. And so I think that we may want to go on to my second one that I've been working on. I'm just starting them out, so I'm just trying to figure out how they would work. But they should be interactive games that I'm trying to design so we can get creative together. Let's see, I was kind of messing with her head. You should see this in the thumbnail or something because I already cut her out. I was just messing. These are scraps, or they're not scraps, but they're not my main collages. Let me tune that up. But I just wanted to do something. This is a test. These are testing, so this collage is whatever.
Sterling Gold 66 said, I would use scraps of color to represent the feelings.
Yeah, that's great. That's great input there. So what we could do, see, it leaves this little bit down here to kind of help, but I don't know if it's enough help to really guide it, and maybe it's too much. So we'll go on to another one. I'll wait just a minute, so I'll go ahead and tell y'all we're gonna move on. If you got them, get them in now, so I don't switch courses. And what I'll do is I'll minimize this just for a second. Oh, minimize the wrong thing. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Okay, what I should do is just mute it or turn off the light. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we're figuring it out. While y'all do that, I'll show y'all. Just let the rest of those go through. If anyone did, I don't want to run on without you. That's the problem with the delay. Check out my Converse box. This box has a stash. So I need to show y'all this stuff. I need to show y'all this stuff that I've never used, but I got recommended. I wish I knew that lady's YouTube page, because like months and months and months ago I saw her recommending this stuff. I've never used it. It's still sealed, so don't know how that's gonna react. I have my little bin here of different adhesives or glue.
Lexic MC Graph said, at Sterling Gold 66 I was thinking something similar, but maybe use pieces of images that could represent meaningful memories.
Yeah.
Becky Bocone said, sorry, had to step away for a sec. I'm back now.
All right. Okay, so we'll pull this back up now, right? So that was cool. We just had it. It's real brief and simple. We could just keep generating them. I just can do it again. And I have categories here. Actually, I made categories where if I click it down, it'll show the category of like urban and modern life or things. But I kind of just like all categories. It makes it random. So I just hit it and it's like
quiet resistance of living things.
So it's just kind of, it's something to really make you think, you know, really get you thinking about what to do.
Spaces that loop forever.
Eventually, and I don't have it right now, but this will just be a link to a website and you can just go to it and generate them as much as you want. Hopefully it helps you get inspiration or something, or get you thinking about something you'd want to create. We'll do them here in the live stream so everyone can kind of tune in. But yeah, and then you can just hit this button and it'll read it out loud.
Spaces that loop forever.
The reason why I put the read it out loud button is so for our live stream, you know, so I could just have it read it out loud. Spaces that loop forever. What's this one?
Erosion as a timekeeper.
Erosion as a timekeeper. Interesting, interesting. So that's my app, or little web page thing, or web app. I don't know what you call it. It's a little web app. I generated it. I made it. It's pretty cool. Gives you kind of like how you would describe it. We'll try to use it in our live streams. It still needs a little bit of development, or I may just leave this one how it is because it's the first one that I've ever made like this. And it's just interesting. So I felt like it would be a way for us to kind of get creative. Here's my second thought. Let me switch browsers. Here's stories from scraps, right? Okay, so I can make these images, and it's 4 images placed together. This one is an hourglass. It is a paper airplane, a lonely lighthouse, and a wilted flower. So the idea is, you know, what story would they tell? What would be the main character? And what's the emotion it's giving off? But you could use it in any way. The idea is to get the chat live to say how they would make a collage with this. You could use one piece, you could use all pieces, or you could just, you know, say like what emotion it gives off or what it makes you feel, any of that. So the idea is to like, you would make a story from scraps. This is like if you had these pieces to collage with, they don't have to be that exact picture. It could be a different hourglass, but you know, maybe it fits different. Maybe the lighthouse is inside of it, you know? Think about it. Think about how you would use it, and then it should get the chat going to explain what they think. Let me grab a drink of tea.
Lexic MC Graph said, I love it. I struggle to break out of literal thinking, so it's nice to have a tool to encourage more abstract creativity.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it can kind of help, you know, write like collage block, or you know, art block. Like that's kind of the theme, and also to get people chatting here in the live stream. I'm thinking them for the live stream, but I want to make the tools available to other people where they can use them, and maybe it helps, like just hitting the generate button and just some random things come up, and then that could spark a theme in your brain and get you thinking about something that's kind of different, you know. And it's not just plain like, okay, collage with the lighthouse, you know. Okay, now that's this is kind of like imagery right here, so I put 4 different images because I felt like, okay, you could go one route or the other. With the generator, I felt like with kind of weird, not weird, but like different terms might get your brain thinking about a different type of collage, because then your brain could run wild, because we all have creative minds, and something to really spark the creative mind to just get you running in a direction that could kind of help. I also want them to get interesting for the live stream, so then people can chat more and provide more ideas, like, or you know, tune in with their ideas, get people thinking. I gotta watch on the delay, so I need to do something separate. That's why I kind of doing some stuff here, which we'll kind of talk about. I'm kind of talking about 2 different things here, but with the stream here, oh, something zoomed in. Oh, I think I did the hand gesture. Uh-oh. now my thing zoomed in. I don't know what that is on my camera. I don't know what hand gesture gets it back. That's kind of funny. So it zoomed in on me. So the idea is just to, I'm showing you these, but we'll implement them a lot better here in the future. So I just wanted to show you the ideas that I'm working on to get this live streams more interactive. Now, I will post these pictures that you're seeing right now. I will post these in the Creative Juice, now it's slipping my mind, the group, the Creative Juice group on FB. You know, I'll put them over there, so then people can chat on it and talk about it, and just kind of make that group a little more active. If you want to post some of your collage art or any of your art on that group, go ahead and do that. It's linked on my link page now. I don't think YouTube likes it when I talk about it, because they muted my video when I was telling people you can go over to the group because it's on a separate platform. I don't want to promote that, YouTube, for people to leave your platform, but we need a community space where we can share our art with each other. So that's where it's at. It's over on FB, and you can join that group if you want to. I'll post these pictures. Let me do the angle. I'll post these pictures over there like one by one, just to kind of get people chatting. It's going to be dry for a little bit. We got to build up the community and everything over there first. But I'll probably post a link to that game too, if y'all like that game. I'm working on a couple more games right now that should be fun for the live stream, just to make these live streams really fun, because I do feel like I'm going to live stream a lot more in the future. And I'll say it right now, I should have said it at the beginning, I'm going to pull back on posting so much. I'm going to post one long form video on Thursdays for at least the next few weeks, so I can develop some of these app games, so I can try to develop some solid pieces of collage art and and a bunch of other stuff, trying to get things organized and figure things out. So, and plus I feel like YouTube is not liking me putting up so many videos. So I'm gonna stop posting so many videos for a minute, just give one long one. I'll still post some shorts and stuff like that, but just slow it down just a tad. But then that's where we can go over to the group and still hang out with each other and chat and stuff like that. But you know, since I'll be posting less, I can stream more. I want to stream more, and I want them to be more active. So now that y'all seen that, you could have commented, but if you do, we know what you're talking about. I'll just show these ones flash. So this is real quick. There's one that I would pull up. You can let me know if you like the idea, or if you think the idea is not that great. That's fine. We don't need to talk about these exactly right now, but you can tell me what you're thinking. So it looks like Lexi likes the generator idea. See how I can change it now? This is a broken wristwatch. It is a feathered quill, a skyline at dusk, and key without a lock. Now, I mean, I wrote it there. Hopefully you can still see this if you're looking on a phone and stuff. It's not too small, but that's a key without a lock. So that's the idea. He's dropping the key in her hand. Now the idea is like, how would you make a collage? You wouldn't have to make them with these exact things, but maybe it sparks some creativity in your mind and some way to chat about it. Let's see. Are you scheduled? It's going to read that in our delay.
Are you on a schedule for your streams?
I'm not. As of right now, I think I'm doing them on Saturdays because, you know, I could have ended up working today. So I do work like 6 days a week, but things have been kind of slow in the real estate world. So haven't been working as much. So I've just been streaming in the daytime. So I plan on doing them every Saturday, but some of them may be later in the day. For me, I'm Pacific time on the West Coast. So depending on your time zone, what time that would be, probably, you know, if I was working, I'd probably be able to get back on here 3 Pacific time or somewhere around there. And so 4, 5, 6 if you're on the East Coast. So, you know, it really just depends. But I'm probably going to stream on Mondays now. I might stream a lot more.
Becky Bocone said, I like to just do live streams whenever too.
Yeah, and I think we were talking, or I asked you when you're doing it. It's really hard if, you know, to say, hey, I'm going to be streaming at this time, but then life happens, you know. It's like, it's hard. It's easier to, that's the cool thing about streams, is you can just hit it and go live when you want to. And I think that's what's going to happen a lot. I don't think I'm going to have much of a schedule. I think it'll just happen a lot. And then the videos will get archived. So when we're doing things like these games, people can just timestamp their comment and then they'll be able to interact with the video still. So the video will still live on. People will be able to do that. So I just wanted to show you this. I'll show you one more. I think I have one more here. This one's a rusty bicycle, a neon sign, a spilled cup of coffee, and a missing shoe. It's a missing shoe. So I don't know how we'd spark, you know, how this can get you thinking of like a collage idea with that. So it's kind of funny.
Said, I'm gonna ring that bell icon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, that'll help. Sometimes I've heard that it doesn't necessarily notify you, but hey, can't hurt.
Said, hi, Justin.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Justin. That'd be awesome.
J. Martin Key said,
switch this.
Hey, Becky.
Cool. So I'll show y'all one more here. And so I just showed you 3. So there's 3 of them that I have done. Here comes Lexi.
Graph said, I like this one too. It's great that it's kind of the opposite in that you're building an idea off the materials. Very different games with different purposes. Becky Bocone said, true point. I invited J. Martin Key.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Becky. And Lexi and everyone who joins the chat. I just really appreciate you guys so much for stopping in. Let's look at one more.
Lexi Graph said, hi, Justin.
And thanks, Lexi, for your input on this game. Yes, it's different, and I think it's just different ways for us to get going. And when I don't have 100 things going, then it will be, you know, a little more organized when we're looking. I'm kind of just showing a preview today, but we'll dive deeper into these. Maybe I could spark the conversation with different ideas and
J.
stuff.
Martin Key said, "Hi, Lexi."
Hopefully you guys are all hearing that talking. I'm sure you are. I have it turned up as much as it can and get as close to the mic. I'll show you this game I just made last night. It's not, I don't know. I tried to throw it together this morning and finish it up, but it's not quite done yet. I don't know if it's done or what it is. I think I have to stretch the page too. So let's see. We'll flip it over. It's called Theme Blender. Okay, let's see. I'm going to switch it over here and let's see if it fits. Okay, so it's on the screen, but it's covering my screen too, and it's covering the pad. So this one would dive deeper into. So notice how I have the spin feature going on, and I also have the read out loud feature still. So it's going to read the first theme and then go down here and read some ideas to help you spark the ideas, right? And then it'll read the theme too. And then theme A, theme B is how I have it listed. And then it'll read like, oh, it's like this and like this. So it kind of gives you examples. And then it's like, how would you make a collage, or how are you going to interpret I don't know why I keep saying that. How to interpret that collage, those two things together. So let me spin the wheel. Let's see if it works. Whoa, it sounds weird. It sounds weird. And then I'll click read out loud.
Theme A, weathered wood. Ideas, not patterns, nail holes, sun-faded slats, wood grain tears, warm patina, hand-carved marks. Theme B, cracked paint. Ideas, aged brush marks, color underlayer peaks, paint skin texture, flaking layers, peeling strokes, chip edges.
So how would you make a collage out of weathered wood plus cracked paint? So that's the idea. Weathered wood, cracked paint. It gave you some examples below, like knotted pattern, nail holes. So I really feel like something like this could help the creative juices get to flowing. That's why I call it the creative juice in the first place. They'll get the creative juices flowing. You could get the chat going and get people, really, really into thinking outside the box. Or because if you just said weathered wood, well, did you think about knotted patterns, or did you think about the wood grain, so that's what's kind of cool. I was like, well, I want to have examples to really help, not just say weathered wood, because that is something, but like, did you think about the nail holes? Like kind of, it might just make your brain start working and kind of make it fun. And I think in the chat, it'll get interesting when we pick like, okay, so how would you collage with the words weathered wood, cracked paint? Let's get a different one real quick to show you. That sounds kind of funny. I don't know how I got that sound in there.
Becky Bocone said, "That's a really cool prompt generator."
Yeah, so I'll make it available for everyone too. It's going to have a silly little URL, but really it's just a URL, and you'll go to this web page and then you can spin it and then you can tell it to read it out loud. The reason why the read it out louds there is for us here in our live stream. I don't know if you'd need that, but you could see the themes there. I spin it again. What is it?
Theme A, elegance. Ideas, gold fleck hints, marble-like veins, delicate curves, ornate frames, flowing fabric shapes, calm negative space. Theme B, childhood. Ideas, sticker clusters, paper puppet shapes, birthday confetti, toy parts, playground imagery, crayon doodles.
So elegant childhood is the theme. So theme A is elegant, theme 2's childhood. It would be both. You got to bring them together into a collage. That's the idea. So it's this plus that. You know what I mean? That's kind of the idea.
Said, "I like how the AI reading the chat changes voices for girls and boys."
Does it? I'm not really sure. I use it's kind of, I use what is the one I use? My favorite reader. It's the text reader. It is the Google
J. Martin Key
female
said, "I like how I don't sound like I'm from Western TN."
I thought about putting a Western vibe in there, but what I use is Google British female. It's a free one, so if you're ever using those like text-to-speech readers, you can go and select which one, and usually it's free inside of like a Google Chrome or something. You can change the voice to be, I just like that one because it's a little smoother than compared to like a rough like robot-ish one. Like my one on my computer, this is a MacBook. If you have it read it on the computer, it sounds very robotic. So I don't know, something that's not bad. I'll tell you, I've used the text to speech to pass like crazy tests. This is how I did it. I brainwashed myself, and I just kept reading the question and the answers, and I just did it over and over again, and I put them in an audio file, and then I would listen to it while I drive around town, and it just brainwashed me, and I straight passed this crazy test, like super hard, because I brainwashed myself with the text to speech. So I just said, here, read the question and read me the answer, and I just did that with like 100, 200, 500. It was a lot, and I just kept listening, listening, and that's how I passed this crazy hard test, where they like rub you down with a metal detector and take everything out your pockets, and then they put cameras on you to take this test because it's an official state exam thing. And it was crazy, but that's how I did it. That was my trick. But I like this one because it's not so robotic and it's not so crazy. So do you like this game? Do you like this game? Give it one more spin. A spin of the wheel. What's it gonna be? Old library plus technology.
Old libraries. Ideas, dusty spines, reading lamp halos, library slips, index cards, typewritten notes, book edge stains. Theme B, technology, ideas, glitch distortions, satellite fragments, circuit trace patterns, data grid overlays, chrome edges, retro icons, pixel blocks.
So I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. It's a cool little app. This one, I can shrink it back down like that. So it's fun. They're creative and they're new and they're interesting. And I really hope it's going to help our live streams get really creative and have a lot of fun. And then I'll make them available. I'll just post them in our community group so you could go use it whenever you want. So if you ever have artist block, hit the generate button a few times and see what comes up. Like, what's this one again? Let's hit it one more time, a couple times. Oh, it doesn't make any cool noise. That's
time that bends around emotion.
Time that bends around emotion. That's something to think about. What's this one?
The versions of ourselves others remember.
Okay, I wonder what they remember about me. That's a weird version. I don't know what
Becky
version it is.
Said, Justin, you don't sound like you were from TN. I don't think you have an accent.
TN, that's Tennessee, right? Is that
Lexic MC Graph said, this game seems like it would be useful to get ideas for other forms of art, too, like gel printing.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I think too. And that's what I think about the community, the creative juice community. I say collage, you know, because that's what I'm doing and stuff. But like, especially your stuff, Lexi, is really awesome. And hopefully it gets people inspired just to create any kind of art. And it's like any art block. I feel like if you just hit that and started reading those, like just this one, this just sounds interesting. This gets you thinking.
The versions of ourselves others remember.
Others remember. The versions of ourselves that others remember? Interesting. I kind of wonder what they're thinking. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Yep, Tennessee. It'll read that out loud. I read it ahead of time.
Martin Key said, TN equals Tennessee. Yup.
Awesome. Is it anywhere near? Is it near Memphis or is it near Nashville? You know what I watch?
Becky Bocone said, Lexi, yes. I was thinking about what PMAS stencils I could use for those prompts.
Yeah, and I think the prompts can be really cool. I watch a couple car guys that are up there in Tennessee. It's kind of fun to watch them. It's fun. I don't think he has a Tennessee accent though, but really cool. I'll pull that down while you guys reply to those. So if I do this, let's see. There it goes. So if I do that, it goes away. Oh, excuse me. And that's why I keep this little black thing here, because we'll do our other stuff. Let me grab one or something. I should grab him. Let's read that. Let me grab him.
J. Martin Key said, I'm 2 hours from Memphis and 2.5 hours from Nashville.
Nice. So
Far northwest TN.
Okay, so you can go either direction. You can go what city you want to be in for the night. That's awesome. Sounds fun. Seems cool because Tennessee just seems like a cool place where you could kind of go down south or you can kind of go different directions, and you have a lot of different stuff at your access, different cities. I'm kind of nestled up here in the Northwest. All I can do is go north to Seattle and I can go south to California. Which way do you want to go? You know what I mean? I guess I could go east. So I have family in Montana, so I could go east if I wanted to, but you know, hit Idaho, Eastern Washington is actually where I was born and raised. Spokane, Washington, to be exact. It's not Spokane, even though it looks like Spokane. It's Spokane, Washington. So now that we got that going, you can comment how you would use this guy. So this is the original theme for the Creative Juice, is how would you use this in a collage? It's Toucan Sam. I got his friend over here. I'm keeping his friend. He's interesting. Let me show him to you again, and then I'll put him back down on the paper. Check him out. He's kind of cool. I don't know. Is it like fruit? Is it Fruit Loops? He's different than the Fruit Loops. But when I saw his face, I'm like, this dude is so silly. This can't be real. This can't be real. Well, I think he's real. I don't know. I wasn't there when the photographer took the picture, but I think he's real. I've never seen one of them in real life, so I don't know. They could be lying to me. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. So I have more stuff to talk about while we talk about this. So we'll keep this theme going for right now. If you want to comment on this, if you want to comment on glue, I need your help desperately. I desperately need your help because I want to finish some collages that will be good, that can last the test of time, that won't get wrinkly, that won't get sun faded. I have some of this. This is that Krylon. This is the Krylon matte finish. I know there's different ones and like the clear and stuff like that. This one's the matte finish. I've had it. I've never used it. Sorry for the microphone. It's a rattle can. You take this rattle can, you shake it up, you spray it down. So this should seal it in there a little bit. If you think I should use something different to seal it in, I'll take advice on that. I've never used it, but I will try some different stuff. So non-yellowing. Moisture resistant coating. That sounds like what I need.
Said, if you have a PetSmart near you, you can get a free brochure about pet care. Really cool pics of animals to cut out.
Nice.
Becky Bokern said, shake your balls.
Shake them up, shake them up. Cool. So now we have that. If you have any suggestions on how to seal it, I will take those. I'm not super artsy like y'all. A lot of most people, I mean, we gotta keep it simple now. I gotta keep it simple, okay? Let's keep it. Yes, Vice Grip.
At Sterling Gold 66 said, Vice Grip.
Yes, I watch Vice Grip Garage. It's funny. I don't know why. I love TV like that, and that's probably why I make content that's real like chill and not so far, because I like that kind of stuff where I can just sit back and watch it, or it's like in the background, and I just love watching stuff like that. It's kind of funny to see him not make it places.
I love him. I would give him a party hat and a birthday cake. He deserves it.
Yes, he does deserve it. Look at him. He deserves some. Yes, a party hat and a birthday cake. You know, I might have that around. Oh, I have a Real Simple magazine somewhere. It has like some birthday cake stuff in it. I have a birthday coming up, so in January. I'm a Capricorn, so maybe we'll do that, Lexi. Maybe that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna remember that, and then I'll give you a shout out if I make a collage out of this for my birthday. We should do that. That sounds really fun. Let me grab a different one so I can keep that idea, because Lexi nailed that one. I think that's who she's talking about. She ain't talking about Rattle Can. I call him Rattle Can. Derek, I don't know why I always call him that. Here's a fun one. I don't know. It's interesting and different.
MC Growth said, or stick him in a nice bubble bath.
Yeah, he probably needs a bath. He's been out there and I don't know where, but hopefully he don't smell. I have his partner here. You could see that's actually him just from the side. And so I just cut this stuff out. This is not like some revolutionary collage or anything, but I just cut these out in my spare time.
Said, my B-day is soon too. February 1st.
Oh, so are you not a Capricorn then, right? I don't know the exact months. I think you just might have missed it. I think we're different on that. I don't pay that much attention to it, but I know that I'm a Capricorn. A lot of the times my birthday lands on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Isn't that crazy? Like sometimes my birthday will be Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is interesting and cool. You know, at least it's with the cool person. So here's my sticky bin. Now I'll take your recommendations at any time. Anytime. I have this stuff. We should try it.
Becky Bokern said, Im Aquarius.
Oh, okay. I have this stuff. I honestly don't know, because this is like where you paint it on there, right? So if you paint this on there, this lady recommended it months and months ago. I wish I knew her name and could give her a shout out. I'll have to try to find that video, but I saw it. She was talking about glue and I was like, well, I'll try some different glue. So I have this. This is the one that I was doing, but I do not think that it's acid free or whatever. You know, I don't want it to change the color with the glue. So we have that glue stick. I have another one. These ones, this is the purple. This one's purple. I'll put it, see if it focuses on it. So I have that one. I was using this for a while. I was using this one for a while. It works as far as stickiness goes, but is it gonna change the color of my, you know, collage in the long term? Here's some Dollar Tree stuff. What's this, that Jolt or something? I've never actually tried this. I highly doubt that it's gonna work good. And then I have this here. This one, I used it the other day and it messed up a piece of paper that I was using. Now the paper was very flimsy. I think I might have over glued it. Plus it was hot in here. So this might have been like melting and stuff. I'm not sure.
Said, "I'm using the purple Elmer's glue stick right meow." At J. Martin Key said, "I don't think of clear gesso as an adhesive. Maybe I'm wrong." At J. Martin
Yeah,
Key
this
said,
here.
"I use UHU glue sticks." At Becky Bocone said, "Dollar Tree Jot glue stick is crap. UHU is awesome."
Great. Yeah, actually, you're right. This was to like seal it in there, I believe, right? So the clear and you could paint it on there. So that was when I got this and this. I'm trying to remember because it was months ago and I just had all this stuff in my Converse box there. That's why I haven't even opened this. And we'll open this here in a second. It's supposed to have a tip on it. Thanks to Sterling, I did get some M3. This may not be exactly what he was talking about, but it's some double-sided tape. And I wonder...
At Sterling Gold 66 said, "Some big 80s hairstyle."
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a cool one too, putting on that. Let me grab a different picture. I just grabbed that plane, and you guys can comment on those or comment on the glue sticks. I have a bunch more pictures here. Here's a dude. Here's a dude. He's just chilling out. We'll comment on him if you want. Can you see him? Can you see him? I don't know. He's sleeping on a chair. So yes, I have a bag of these mini ones. Sorry, I hit the mic there. And this might be noisy in there. So I have a bag of these.
Said, "Just the tip. Sorry, let me know if you don't want the kind of humor."
No, I do.
LexiChemC Growth said, "At Sterling Gold 66, that'd be awesome. All those hair colors."
No, so I got this double-sided tape here. Don't worry about the humor. It's fine. As long as we're not like cussing and stuff. I feel like maybe kids could watch this in the future because maybe they could get creative and make some stuff like that. But I think it's fun. Just like watching like Wreck-It Ralph or something. A lot of those things just go over the kid's head. They don't understand what's going on in the like Disney movies, Pixar movies, or, you know, Despicable Me. There's adult jokes in there kind of hidden in plain sight that they may not get. I wonder if I like taped her down with this double-sided tape, and just so you couldn't see any of it, none of it was poking up or anything, and then I sprayed it with the finish, would it still stay, or is this gonna like change the color in it? So that's what I'm wondering. Is this gonna make it discolored? If I'd used washi tape to keep it taped down in the back and no one can see it, would this leak color or like change the color of the paper? I don't know. See, I'm new. I'm new to this, or whatever you want to say. I don't have the experience to know what's gonna happen. This, I saw some recommendations on this here. Let me pop it open. I haven't even opened it. I've had it for months. Let's see, without cutting myself. Should not use my blade for anything but cutting, so don't do this at home. I guess I am using it for cutting, but not the right thing. It's kind of like hair scissors. You should only use them to cut hair. You shouldn't use them for anything else. So this is supposed to have a bunch of like little utensils inside of it. Little tips and stuff. Let me move that QR code out of the way. Here, I'll show you what it is. This ain't sponsored or anything. I don't have any sponsors on this channel. I'm just showing you what I have, what I'm trying to use. So this one here is liquid.
Washi tape is so variable. I don't think you can be certain about discoloration with it.
That's what I was thinking, because there's so many different brands and kinds, and like, does it have, you know, like text and stuff or pictures on it, or is it just plain? And where did it come from. You know, like I've seen so much different. You can go into stores and see like thousands on the wall, and I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of washi tape. So I kind of worry about that kind of stuff. I just think of like if I was gonna sell it to someone or give it to someone, I would want it to
Becky
last,
Boko said, I used to be a hairstylist. I agree. Do not use hair scissors for anything other than hair.
Yes, that is so true. I cut my own hair because why not? You can save some money, but if you're gonna start cutting your own hair, just be ready to deal with a few bad haircuts. That's what I always tell people is like, you can do it, just keep it under control. I'm actually wearing a hat right now because my hair was all messed up. So these have a bunch of nozzles, little you've probably seen this stuff before, but I might as well just show you what I'm doing or looking at. So this one has a really fine tip on it. This is the finest tip, and then it pops in here. I really wish I knew that lady's. She's on YouTube and she was talking about collage
Becky
glue
Boko
and stuff like that.
said,
Just like
I cut
months
my
ago.
own hair too. At Sterling Gold 66 said, that 3 meters is awesome, but the tape glider works great for matting.
Okay, good tip. Thank you for that, Sterling. I'll start looking into more different things, but yeah, this is that M3 double-sided tape, and I've used it a few times and I liked it. I just I don't want to like mess stuff up or really go too far. I would like it just to be able where it'll stand the test of time. Like if I just had it where it stayed down and it didn't move, and then I sprayed it to keep it from getting the color, or you could use this, but I know this leaves like paint strokes on it, right? See, I'm remembering now. Like if you use this, you'll start getting strokes of like, because it's gonna get it all wet, and I have some paintbrushes somewhere to do that, but I've never done it. Never even opened this glue up, so we're taking a big risk here. Let's see if it's opened. Yep, still sealed in there. So just for the record, I cut this out in like 10 minutes or something. So it's sad. Oh, excuse me. I'm drinking that tea. Let me move this out of, well, where can I put this? Oh, down here, we got that cap off of it. It's got glue on it. So I cut this out real fast, knowing that I was going to sacrifice it. I was like, okay, whatever. It's not whatever kind of collage this is. I don't know what kind of collage this is. Actually, we could take a break. I have a second one here too.
Gesso is normally a primer. It can use brush marks.
Okay.
J. Martin Key said, leave.
Yeah, I get it. Because that's what I was worried about. You get the brush marks on it and stuff. And so I don't know. I bought some random things and I was gonna do some testing with it. I guess I never tested that because then I watched some videos of it leaving all those brush marks on people's stuff. I'll just go ahead and move this stuff whoa, let's spill glue all over. That'd be fun. Let me just move this stuff so we're focusing on what's about to happen here because I don't really know what's going on. So these are the adhesive things that I have. This is what I usually tape stuff down when I don't want to and I just want to get a picture or turn it into a print. I can see that actually the glue is active right now in this thing. Is that locked in? So I'll do that and then I'll get a good picture, or you could scan it or something and then you can do prints or something with it, which I figured out how to get my stuff printed on canvas recently and I really like it. They came out really well. I like that.
Lexicam Seagrath said, it is a real cute collage though. He looks like he's eavesdropping on the call.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like he's kind of like spying on the conversation or something. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, this is fun. And then the colors go together. I like it. And then the pink paper, and I have this new paper. Where is it? It's right here. This is all acid-free cardstock that I found over at Crafting World, or is it Crafting Supplies? Crafting World. We're gonna call it Crafting World. I found this very packed. They have really cool colors. You could just get these shades of purple. Really cool, but each pack is kind of expensive. So I found these and they're it's all acid-free paper. So I thought that would be the best if I was gonna do it. But
J. Martin Key said, Liquitex and Golden both make products that can be used as an adhesive, gel and liquid acrylic mediums.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll take note of that too, and I'll start looking into some more stuff, and we'll get to go through that together when I try that out.
There should be an alligator or dinosaur eating the lady's leg.
That would be awesome. You know,
J. Martin Key.
That magazine has stuff
Paper
like that.
Accents is also a woman-owned company, I believe.
Okay, nice. Um, where's that? Yes, so I saw those over at the crafting world and I was like, oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's awesome. It's woman-owned company too. So I have these ones. We know that this is probably my favorite as of right now, but I did have, it was warmer in our place here the other day because the heater was on, and then I tried this and I tried to do a full paper, which was probably a bad mistake. It was definitely a bad mistake. And then it like stuck in certain spots but didn't stick in all the spots. But I know I covered it really good, but I think it dried too fast. And then looking at this, it may have been too warm in here. See, now it doesn't look the same. Now it looks more like solid. It was like almost like sweating or something when I was looking at it. So that was a tricky thing.
66 said, I don't put anything on originals. I frame them under glass.
Okay, see, that's what I'm thinking too, and that's what I'm probably leaning towards. Like, I want to put it under glass. I was just wondering, like, if I can keep it locked in without moving and then spray it to help from discoloring. But at the same time, this is all vintage. These are from the 1940s. They are, yes, no, 1950s. So this is a 1950s magazine, and it's old. And if it faded, it could actually look really cool too. I think if you're trying to keep that vibrant, bright color, then that may be the tricky part there. Because right here, I could take a piece of washi tape, stick it to the back of her, and you wouldn't see it. Stick it to the back there, stick it to the back right there, and it would all be locked in together. So it would be fine. But I just wonder, if I sold somebody that piece, would they feel like it's unfinished? I guess once it's in the frame and like you sign the back of it or whatever, it's like, keep it in the frame, or you could go get it reframed or something. But I just don't want to feel like I'm selling someone something half-assy, you know what I mean? And like kind of trying to make it like full and complete. Like, how would it be complete? And I guess there's a million different ways to make it complete, but I think it probably should be tacked in somehow tacked in. Let's see about this. Let's do it. I don't know. I bought this months and months and months ago. Saw this lady. I'm going to find her name because she was showing this and then put it all together with this. And but is it going to make this bubble up? This is thicker paper. So that is, working to our favor. So compared to like the paper I was trying to use the other day. So this is funny. I cut out the picture frame. There's a picture of like a black and white, like maybe your husband or something in there. And I'm like, I'm gonna cut that out. And I'm just gonna stick this in there, this flower to the colors to make it bright. This part's really tricky because there's not a lot for it to grab to. I could easily just put a piece of tape there. So maybe this is a mixed podge, and then I'll set it out in the sun if the sun ever comes back out. You know how it is out here. We'll just see what happens. But let me go ahead and put this on her head. We're gonna try this. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl. I think that right there is where I want it.
Said, a little goes a long way with that bare glue.
Okay, I'm gonna do just a real tiny bit here. Okay, real tiny bit. Little goes a long way, Becky says. And we're gonna set it right there. I'm gonna just hold. Oh, it did spin a little tad. I shouldn't have done that, but oh, that's fine. So you don't want to, I take it you wouldn't want to do too much because it would start squirting out the sides or something. So that's why it has that really fine tip. So I'm just gonna hold that down for a second and hopefully that works. Hopefully it works. We're gonna see here. I don't even think I need to hold it down. I think it's good right there. That looks good. Now, how can I get this piece? Because it's just right on the corner there. I'm gonna take this and see if I could just, I have this needle thing. And I'm gonna just go and, okay, just a little bit over. And boom, that's a tiny bit.
Said, it dries really quickly.
Okay, good to know, good to know. It's still kind of warm in here. I don't know why it's so warm in here right now. Perfect. If it dries fast, then that'll be great. Remember, this isn't a perfect collage, so help me, bear with me here. We're just trying to make something real quick. We're testing the glue, and this is the glue that I really wanted to test to see. So I see that as long as it's here, just enough. Oh no, I did a little circle pattern. Let's make sure that she's up and over it, and it locks in around there, like that. Okay, so I have it connected. We didn't do too many gluing. We just did this part here and this part here. Let that set for a minute or two before we do anything, and I did a real tiny piece there, but it does feel connected. Now I wonder if I just like lift it up and then put a little, because this is so fine. I like that. And thanks for the tip, Becky, that a little goes a long way, because it looks like that is the case. So we'll see.
66 said, use the 3 meters tape to secure all the main areas, the frame it.
Yeah, that would be so much easier. That would be so much easier, because if you secured the pieces with the tape right there, right? Flip it upside down, secure all the pieces, and then you set it down on here and it would secure right to the background, and then boom, 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 done. I like that. I like easy. Simple and easy is probably the better route to go. And we'll test it. I have some more. Check this car out. Let's do that with this one real quick. We'll do that with this one and see, because I have another idea and we can see if that one works. I'll go ahead and finish this up. I think what I'm going to do for this is just do something like this. Oh, no, I'm not. No, scratch that. Let me just add some to the back here. Little tiny bit. Like Becky said, we're going to take Becky's advice. We're just going to go a little. Not going to get crazy. Just a little. Maybe a little bit on those legs there, because, ooh, that might be too much. Let's scoot that over. And it's not a lot. I don't want it to get, I think too much would also make it like bubble up or something. That's what I'm worried about the most, actually. So here goes, here goes. It might be a little low there. I'm gonna wipe that pants, I guess. Okay, go down. You go down, girl. Please don't pop any extra glue out. That's what I'm worried about, is if the glue comes poking out the sides. Okay. I like that. I like her. I actually like this collage. It's kind of fun. Kind of interesting. So it's still up a little bit. Do you know, quick question, if you know, you know. Ooh, there's a bubble. Look, it's blowing like little snot bubbles. Focus. There it goes. Little snot bubble. I'm gonna have to pop that. Ooh, pop the little snot bubble, and then just get just the taddest bit under here. I know we're taking a risk, but you know me. Oh, touched it. Touched the edge. Not good. Not good. Okay. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna learn a lesson right here of not to do that. Because I can see it came out just a tad bit because I couldn't see the control, but I think I just wiped it off and it looks fine. So I wonder if I sprayed this, would it lock into place? Would this be a finished piece of collage art? It's locked in now. That was fast. That was really good. I like this stuff because that was easy. I like Sterling's idea as well, so I'll try that one out. Let's set her to the side. You dry over there. I like you, girl. What's the name? Can somebody name that for me? I don't know if you got any creative juices left in you. She needs a name. She needs a name for that collage. It's the collage. Oh, sorry, I hit that mic and I know it makes a noise when I hit it. This probably don't make any sense, but let's try to make sense out of it. I was just cutting out some scraps, right? And I was trying to get some pieces. And I was like, oh, this guy's cool. And then I said, this car is cool. And then these guys are all like on the poker table. It's like, what if he's like jumping like that, and like that? Something like that. I don't know. They kind of got... it's weird. It's something. He's falling into something. I don't know. This is one of those concept games again or something. But really the whole point to me doing this is I really like this glue here, right here. I like how easy it is. Now it comes with this needle. And I take it, you like poke the needle in there to save it from drying out. That's my guess. There's a topper. I think once you're done, you can clean that out or something and then do it. Let's go with Sterling's move. We're going to go and flip this. I don't know. My brother's a dealer at a casino. Different kind of dealer. He's a dealer at the casino in Vegas now. He used to do a bunch of other casinos, but he moved down to Vegas. Actually, I don't know. He might be like a floor manager or something now. I don't know. Okay, double-sided tape. I'm gonna need one of those, dispenser things.
Becky Bocone said, Betty to Dolores, there is a bird in my house.
Yes, I like that. I'm gonna keep I can go back into the live chat and then brainstorm off of those. I like her. I think she's nice. She's nice. So if I just did this, right, it's sticky on the other side. I don't know if this is going to affect it in the long term, but actually it doesn't matter if you're just trying to get a really good picture. So what I'll do here is I'll take another piece down here because it's going to hang over the edge. Let's put it right here because I don't know how far it's going to hang over. Let's do the top of the car. I know it seems like we're wasting collage cool pictures, but I kind of have to test them because if I don't do it here, then I'm going to waste some really good collage stuff that I've been working on that I really want to use. So I want his foot to be like there. Oh, don't touch it. No. Oh, we touched it. Well, luckily it wasn't correct. Okay, so we learned a lesson there. You don't want to touch it or it's going to be in. And see, I was right. See, there's a piece of tape that just is a little bit longer. So I could take these guys or something and tape it to the bottom or something like that. But look at how quick and easy that was. That was a good call, Sterling. I like that. I like that. Let's see, but watch where you're putting your tape at because I didn't secure the tape properly. Let's just cover up that sticky part. I know, ghetto, bougetto over here, but we gotta do something. We're just trying some stuff and see what comes about. So that's that. Just something interesting. I had some scraps and I was like, oh, that car is really cool. I could cut them out. I could take it back out and use it in a different collage or something. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. It was just something different because he's like jumping off a glacier or something. And then we have this girl over here that we made. Now, we just tried 2 different techniques. I like this glue. I've been using this glue. I think what I need to use is make sure it's not hot in my place. Like maybe not so hot. And then only like glue the top.
66 said, toucan.
Toucan. Yes. I like him. He's cool. We got the other toucan. I need to make him for the birthday. I need to use Lexi's idea and see if I could make something out of it. That'd be fun. Find the pieces. It'd be cool if they're vintage.
Said, that's some really good scissor cutting work you've done in both collages.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I made these pretty fast. I don't know. I guess I think once I get older, it probably won't be as good. Because the details, like I cut this clock out and then I did between the wood piece here and then it kind of tore a little bit there. But that is some detail there on the top. And I'm like, let me put my hand behind it, see if it sees it. But I do have one of those I never use it, but I do think one day I'll have to pull out that like magnifying glass thing that's like on a stand. You could like stick it down. I think people use it for like jewelry and stuff. But I do have one because I'm like, someday I'm not gonna be able to see anything. But thank you. I appreciate that. I think it looks pretty clean and it looks good on that. And this one, the car is clean. The thing that I always do in my mind is I cut into the picture a little bit so then it doesn't leave any extra. Sometimes you can't do that with like fingers or something, but if I can, if at all possible, I would cut into the image because I don't want to leave. I think the color was like white or something behind the car here, so I just was like, this is a cool car. Isn't this a cool car? This car, so interesting. And then this dude, that could just be the collage right here. Maybe get rid of these guys, but I just thought it was fun. We were trying some different stuff. He's taking a gamble, he's taking a gamble with his crazy moves, but it's just something different. I don't know. It was just to test it, so it's kind of fun. Let me set that to the side.
Said, I agree with J. Martinke. You are very good at scissoring.
Thank you. I do prefer the scissors more too, but I always end up using the razor blade. But I think I'll try to mix it up sometimes. And I was talking with Colleen too, and she's like, you could do that for your shorts, because I was telling her how I like to use the blade for my short videos because it looks cool. But she mentioned how the scissors still look cool as well. So, and I've tried that in a few, and I think she's right. And keep experimenting, keep trying stuff more. Here, quit saying too, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, on my live streams I end up saying a lot. I need to stop doing that. Okay, so there's that. I have some more clippings. I'm not gonna do anything with them, but so what I'm gonna do with these now, thank y'all for being here for that. I'm gonna take those, we glued it down, we're gonna test it, we'll see. Let's come back in a while and see what happens to this lady. I'm gonna spray her down. I like this collage, it looks really cool. If you threw it in a frame, I think it would look pretty good. You could add more to it. There's tons to add that, like you're saying, have something biting in her leg, that'd be really cool. Something in the sky or up here, but also we could keep it minimal as well. And I just doing it real quick like this, you know, just wanted to test it. Same with this one. I really like the car. These guys, maybe not, but I do like the car and him jumping up there. But what I'm gonna do is hit it with the Krylon, and spray it and see what happens. Put it in a frame, put it out in the sun and see, just try. I do like that glue. I do like the glue. It did not bubble. I wonder if I tried that on like some thinner paper, if it's gonna like make it bubbly. That's like my biggest concern, is the bubbles. Don't like the bubbles. Thanks to Sterling, we have the roller. That helps out a lot. Probably could have rolled it on that one, I guess.
Becky Bocan said, more than one person has told me that I have serious scissoring skills too.
Nice.
J. Martinke said, Becky, lol. Lexic MC Graph said, did the bear glue cause any buckling or texture that's visible through the paper?
No, so it looks like it's really good. Let's take a closer look at it. It didn't make any bubbles. I barely put any on. Thanks to Becky there saying that less is more, and it has this really thin needle type. So I didn't put it where it's like wet feeling. It was very thin that we barely put it on there. So let me hit y'all with some angles and see if you can see it at all. If you see any crazy, I didn't put that much on, so there's not really enough spots. The one spot I did get a little extra and it came out of the bottom is down on that leg, which it doesn't look like you can see it because I wiped it off, but I kind of wasn't able to see what I did, and I just squirted it, and I probably squirted too much down there. And so that's what I worry about with this stuff, is if it's too close to the edge, then it can squirt out the side. So I didn't put any over here on her little stand. So that was pretty good how it worked out.
66 said, 69 Camaro.
Yeah, this right here, right? Love it. I would love to have a 69 Camaro. Is it? I can't actually tell, because it does have a VW sticker on the window. Why does it have a VW sticker on the window? I'm confused with that, but it does look like the Camaro. I love Camaros, man. If I had like, that's funny you said that, because that's like the year that I would love to have a 69 Camaro that's like swooped up. That would be the awesome muscle car I would love to have. That's like a dream car for me. That's the year too, because the body style and the grill style, and like it looks like a shark, you know what I mean? Like it has this like shark, like even on the sides it has like the gills or whatever, you know. It looks like, I love that car, especially like the resto mods. I know people would like to have the original one, and that's cool too if you're all about like having it you know, original. But I think I would resto mod it and make it like modern. Like have some AC, you know what I'm saying? Like have some AC in it. But that's the car. Cool. We could have done some stuff with these, so I just had this scraps on the side. This is a pretty interesting picture. I think we could do something with this guy sometime. I don't know. He looks fun and funny. Let's see what else is in.
Lexic MC Graph said, cool. Could it be applied with a brush or silicone tool to small areas so you can't accidentally apply too much?
That's
Becky Bocan
good point.
Said, the jumping horse has potential.
Yeah, I do think the jumping horse. That's a good question, and it it has 3 different nozzle types, and this one was really, really needle thin. It is needle thin nozzle. Let's see, get my hand there. It is literally that thin for that nozzle. So it's tiny. It's really tiny, and it comes out very slow. So it is very controlled. And then you have a medium one and a little bit bigger, but those are still not they're still not crazy. So they're all pretty small. We should try that. We should totally try that. Sounds like an experiment we'll do next time. So that sounds really fun, really interesting. I just wanted to try this. Now I'm gonna try to spray this. Maybe I'll add another piece tonight or something to see if I see something in the clippings, but I think it looks cool as it is. And then we have the acid-free paper. It looks pretty good, and I think if you threw this in a frame, do I have one? Oh, I have one that's like a tan frame, and I think it would look good inside the tan frame. So that would be fun and interesting, and then we can all see what happens with it, and then, you know, give it a test.
OMG, I'm biting my tongue on the jokes about the tiny nozzle.
Yes, maybe we'll add those jokes over to the FB group. I don't care over there, and they don't care either. I think YouTube's very sensitive too with some of the things you say. If you watch my collage of the car one that I did recently, I took out the word, you know, gay ILL, and I put grill. I turned it into grill because they're kind of sensitive, and it was funny because he's getting burned anyway, so it's like barbecue him, like, but I didn't want to put the word kill because they get sensitive on stuff. And that's why I'm like, I can see them doing things to my channel where they'll like mute my videos or not share it out. If I shared a link to a different platform, they don't like that. They don't like you saying certain things. And it's like, you can say it, but they'll put you into a different category, or they'll sometimes mute you. And I'm just trying to grow and find our cool collage community where we can all hang out and play some games. Speaking of our games, before I leave or anything, let's pull that back up and look at that real quick. We'll run a couple themes. Check it out. This one's pretty fun. What's a new theme? What's a new theme?
Plants growing through history. Plants
growing through history. That is interesting. It's interesting. It's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting how these get going. That's cool. Oh, is it gonna?
At Sterling Gold 66 said, "My first hot rod."
Oh, nice. So awesome. Sterling, you got to share some of those. That model you made is amazing. You guys got to see that. We'll get the community going over there on FB. It's called the Creative Juice Group. The link is on my link page. If you just go to my link page, you'll see that on there. I just added it to the bottom of the link page so you can find it. And you can join the group over there and share anything you make. I want to see what you guys are creating, and we're going to grow it. Like, don't feel bad right now. There's not a lot of people there, so if it gets 2 likes, that's because 2 people are in the group.
Said, "I'll join your FB group. Is it called True Point of Creation?"
No, it's called the Creative Juice Group. All one word, the Creative Juice Group. You can go to my link page, which is just on my YouTube page. It is bio.site/creation. That's the URL to get to my link page, and that just has the links to all my stuff on there, to all my other social platforms as well. But I put that on there. It should be on there. You'll see it. It's just a white picture with like the Creative Juice Group is what it says. And the idea to it is to give everyone a spot to share their collages. I can't wait to see what everyone else is creating. You know, that's what I really want to do. I just want to help everyone get creative.
Said, +1 member.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see some of the stuff you're creating, or give us some tips. Give me some tips, please. I need more tips. I'll beg for them. I don't know. I do need the advice. I really appreciate it. My daughter wanted to put a couple rules on there where it's like, don't give people creative advice if they don't ask for it. That was the one she really
wanted. I found it and joined.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing all you guys' creations. I know Lexi's working on something big. Hopefully she'll share it with all of us. I know the community's not huge right now, but we'll grow it. Same with this page. I'll show off some of your guys' stuff here on this page as well. And I could bring up like a screen share and stuff, and we can flip through it on here just to make it interesting. Like I'm creating, I'm learning, and I can learn from y'all, and I get inspiration from all of your guys' creations as well. It's really fun and interesting to see. And that's what I do on my spare time. If I'm not watching Rattle Can, can, which I call him Rattle Can. If if I'm not watching Vice Grip Garage or some stuff like that, then I'll be watching like some people create some stuff on YouTube. I love watching YouTube. YouTube's my platform, even though I'm putting stuff over there. I do have a TikTok and Instagram as well, but I YouTube's my thing. I want to grow this channel. I want to the idea to the channel is to help people get creative, help give them creative inspiration, and I, want to create some stuff for myself as well. So that's kind of the whole vibe to the whole thing, and that's why I decided to create these little games here.
Calmness with underlying tension.
Sounds like me trying to pay my bills. I'm calm, but there's some underlying tension there. Just joking. And then I was working on these. They seem pretty cool. And then this one, I haven't really, I guess I'm finishing it up. I started messing with it this morning. Spin the wheel. What is it?
Theme A, time travel. Ideas, torn photo layers, vintage clocks, calendar fragments, overlapping eras, future meets past objects, faded timeline, at Becky Bocone.
Oh, okay, see, it cuts it off, so that's
You
cool.
are refreshing and humble. I'm glad Lexi told me about you.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just want to share with everyone and just make it a fun community where everyone can hang out and share their stuff as well and make some cool stuff. Like, I'm not like Picasso or anything over here. I don't know why I always say Picasso. I should say Michelangelo, because I have this huge Michelangelo painting. You can't see my hand. I have this cool, it's not a painting, it's a print, but the lady bought it from the Vatican and then she had it professionally framed. And then she kept it in her walkway for a long time, and then her son was getting rid of her stuff or trying to like sell off her stuff because she like moved to a smaller home and stuff. And he was an architect. Lexi, some of those magazines, the Architectural Digest, and some of those, not the Architectural Digest, but some of the like Metropolitan and stuff, this is where I got him from. He was an architect, and he gave me a ton of those magazines and a bunch of those, and that's how I met him. And then he was selling this painting, and it was a print, but it's a painting of Michelangelo. I'll show it to y'all sometime. It was really awesome, and it's right here to the side, and it's in a really nice frame. And I should say that I'm not Michelangelo like this painting to the side, but just having fun and being creative. And I want to see other people get creative too. And I hope this helps you. I will drop the link to these. All it is a URL. It's just a URL and it's a website, and you just go in and it's super simple. Let me refresh the page, see if it does anything. Yeah, so it'll show. I did have to do some branding. I don't know. I was trying to do some stuff. I put my little logo thing up there to the side. Presented by True Point of Creation, where magazines become masterpieces. And then I did this. You can visit my YouTube. I don't know. I was working on it. I'm not the best with like HTML coding and stuff, but having fun playing around. Let's hit the spin button one more time before we go for the day. What's it gonna be? Neon City Lights. Urban rooftops.
Neon City Nights. Ideas, late night food wrappers, shadowed alleys, rain sheen streets, tram lines, reflected neon, sign silhouettes. Theme B, urban rooftops. Ideas, clothesline traces, city skyline cuts, parapet shadows, skylight patches, rooftop gardens, antenna silhouettes.
So that's just fun. I just think it's interesting. I think it's fun. I'm trying to develop a few. I'm going to develop this one where it'll just go and generate, and it'll be a picture. So I could grab magazines and stuff like that all the time, and I have a ton, and we'll still do that over here to the side. And we'll kind of mix and play with some different games to just get us all creative, get us all talking, get us all inspired to go and create a piece of collage art. I don't know if any of this was helpful to you. Maybe you learned something from someone else in the comments, but this works pretty good. We did not try to paint it on there. We should try that. Lexi, we should try that. This is good. Maybe don't have your room super hot. Because it looks like it kind of melts. The sticky tape works really good. The double-sided tape, make sure that the tape is gonna go onto the paper, because that's where I had to put an extra piece of paper there. I've used this Pritt stick a few times. It works. It works. And then this isn't too bad. I just kind of heard rumors. I've never seen it happen that they could discolor your your piece. But at the same time, it's collage art, so maybe let it discolor. Like, and same with sealing it in. We're gonna try to seal some in, but maybe let it fade. Like, you know, put it in a frame and let it fade. That's part of the fun of it all. Like, why not just like watch it change over time? You know, that could be really cool. I mean, that's kind of interesting. Now, is your paste gonna disintegrate into, you know, dust? I don't think it'll go that bad, especially if it's behind a frame. And you could get some of those glass pieces that kind of block the UV rays as well. So I get the cheap ones. I got to be honest. I mean, I can go over to the thrift shop and find some cool ones, but I'm not going to pay for some of those other frames. But I'll go to places like IKEA, and I know they're not the greatest, but I'll show you. I'm working on this video that's going to show me trying to make my first couple collages and try to sell them and see if it's possible. It's just a fun thing anyway. It's not like I got to do this or anything. It's just like I want to try to see what can happen. But thank y'all for staying. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for interacting. I'll keep working on the games. I'm going to probably be live streaming more. I think my next long video will be Thursday. That's my schedule. That's the only schedule I have. I usually have been doing Mondays and Thursdays. YouTube ain't been liking me that much. My last video got 40 views. It's okay. It's not about the views. It's just about the fun. And then that video lives on forever. So that's cool. But I'm going to do it so I have more time to try to figure these things out. And then we'll do them in the live stream and we'll jump into the community group and just have a lot of fun. So look forward to seeing y'all in the near future. And that's all for now. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Lexic MC Graph said, I learned a lot. I got to get my hands on that Bailey glue. I've always used acrylic medium, but that's unnecessarily difficult if we're framing stuff anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
J. Martinke said, great stream. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Becky
Appreciate
Bokern said, so fun. Thanks.
Thanks, Becky, for coming by. Yeah, I think that glue is really good.
Said, thanks for the entertainment and the education. See you all soon.
See you soon, Lexi. Hope you enjoy those magazines. If y'all need some magazines, I have a whole bunch of them. You know where to find me. We'll jump back